to lose. I'm built to win. Applied myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss.
Pacers were going to make the playoffs. It didn't end so well for you, brother.
If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool.
You fell asleep at the trade deadline when we had a trade to get Kyle Lowry out of here.
They told me I couldn't do it. They told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie. I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me, keep on running toes. They gonna take
this is what we got to tell.
I've been doing this.
I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I pay for the cost. I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for that doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Let's go! Woo! Pumped up! Back at 7 p.m. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. Excited about today's episode. Today, as you can see, Davey Dollars is not here, but we got Carl with us today. We got Carl here, Mr. CTC himself. He leaving the college world to talk about some basketball, some NBA. All right? We got to talk about Miami Heat, man. They went fishing, Tomo. They went fishing. Miami Heat getting eliminated by the Celtics. We got to also talk about Luka and that step back against the Clippers, taking a step forward, taking a 3-2 lead. And we got to talk about our predictions with the Nuggets and the Timberwolves. So like I said, I got Carl with me, Mr. CTC himself. And, of course, we got Mr. Your Done Son, Tomo. How y'all doing, fellas?
Hey, Carl. We had the whole intro, man. You could have sipped the water before the show started, man.
Bruh, you're lucky I ain't down the whole bottle.
We back at 7. That's right there. Let y'all know. I ain't got too much to say, man. Let's go Nets.
All right, man. So, as always, happy. Appreciate y'all for having me on the show. I'm glad it's at 7 because I can do more shows now. At 9, it was like, it's impossible. You had to catch me on my off day. But, hey, now at 7, I'm back. So, let's get it, and I can't wait.
Let's go.
One more thing, though. It's funny that we're all out of the playoffs, but I did start off talking about the Nets. I'm just happy my neighbor here. You see how we got them Lakers up out of there?
Yes, sir.
Look. Oh, so, okay. So you trying to tell me Carl's second team, quote unquote, playoff team, is taking out one LA team, and your playoff team gonna take out the other one? That's what you trying to tell me.
We do his neighbors.
We getting LA out of here, man.
Okay, I see what's going on.
We tried to welcome them to the neighborhood. They didn't want. They kept pushing away. Now look at them, all at the same resort with us.
No, sorry. Y'all already comfortable. Y'all got the first seat, the first come, first serve, hotels, all that.
We showing them around. Yeah.
Oh,
of course.
I mean, I miss every time, all year round thing for y'all. But I get it. But I
have a Kings hat that will burn.
But being a fan of this team, we in Cancun every year, so I mean, you get what I'm saying. But it's going up from here, though. But anyways, we have a great show for y'all. And look, Dave not here, Tomo, but you already know it's Thursday. What they call it, TGI Friday, right? Friday Eve. So we gotta turn up for the one time. Go ahead and turn us up, Tomo.
Turn me up.
LA sucks.
Oh, they're gonna be tuning in soon. But look, y'all, we got a good show for y'all today. But before we dig into these topics, make sure y'all like this video on 3 platforms because we are streaming this on 3 platforms. That's YouTube, Facebook, and X. So like on all 3 platforms. Follow and subscribe on all 3 platforms if you haven't done that yet. And share this video with somebody that you know personally so they can come on and watch live with you because we know you're enjoying yourself. It's Sunday. You're excited. That's Sunday. It's Thursday. It's 7 o'clock. You're excited. You're like, man, I was tired. I was wiping the cold in my eyes at 9 a.m. But now I'm locked and loaded. I'm ready to hear what y'all got to say. but you want somebody else to watch along with you because guess what? Y'all can be involved. You can use that comment section. Shout out to my man Daniel. You know, he used to be first comment every show, right? The 9 a.m. happened. But now he back. He's 7 p.m. I'm back. Shout out to Daniel being the first comment. All right. But use that comment section. We can see all the comments that we'll be putting out throughout the show. But it's Friday Eve. Some of y'all get paid a little early. You know, some of y'all self-employed, you get paid every day. I don't know your business. But if you go on the bottom right of the comment section, you will see a $sign. You click on that $sign, they give you different dollar amounts. You know, any dollar amount is good, but the more you scroll, it's even better, right? And you pick a dollar amount and you type in your message, hit the send button, and then guess what? It's called a super chat, and we will pause the whole scene, no matter what's going on. It could be the Pistons, Carl and Tomo talk, making a whole argument about who's gonna have the first pick of the draft. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna be in the mid debate, and then we're gonna hit you with the hold up. And we're gonna put your comment super chat on the screen and read it out loud and give you the floor because we appreciate all of the donations and the gifts. Gifts. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Tomo, the floor is yours.
See, Dave not here, so I think he hopped on a plane back from Boston down to Miami just to be like, yo, Jimmy, we got to figure out how we going to do this, man. Are we going to go get D-Wade. They definitely need a D-Wade this series. But are we going to go get Kevin Durant? Or are we going to go get Bradley Beal? I don't know what's going to happen, but we need some more scoring on this team, and the Suns are going to trade a player at some point. Mm-hmm. But I did my best Teddy impression. I told y'all what he was going to say in the chat. He literally came in the R2L chat and literally repeated everything I said. They parked the car at Harvard Yard, and they done. Celtics in 5, baby. Some would say they the lucky C's because they didn't really get to play Jimmy Butler. Some would say they're the lucky C's because Terry Rozier wasn't there as well. Some would say they're the lucky C's because they still found a way to win without Porzingis. Either way, luck's on their side. They found a way to win this series 4-1. Smash, demolish. Any other word you can use in this moment for what they did to the Heat last night? 118-84. Yeah, they sneezed on them too. Bless you. Or like the kids say now, for sure. They definitely did. Joe. For sure.
Dang,
go check it out. Yeah. Go check it out. I gotta bring the youngest to the YouTube channel, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, all that. But Joe, what was your reaction to this, man? I know you got my man at number 5, MVP. Here they go again.
Man, listen. They were outmatched. I listened to Jason Tatum's interview after the game, and he said that when he saw that Miami could potentially be their opponent, he already had in his mind they're going to play Miami. So he said they were already mentally prepared to beat Miami. Now, you're right. Jimmy Butler didn't play. Terry Rozier didn't play. Jaime, he didn't play the last game. Okay. So I get it, right? But we know that the Miami Heat, yes, they had Jimmy Butler. He goes all, but Spo is the guy, all right? Like, when you have to prepare a game against Eric Spoelstra, you got to come prepared, got to bring your A game. So what I can say, even though they were undermanned, when they lost game 2, they responded well. They came out, blew them out game 3, blew them out game 4, blew them out game 5. And that's how you're supposed to handle business. Now, if they would have won some tight games, close games, then we still be sitting there like, I'm a little worried about the Celtics. Even though I'm still worried about the Celtics. Number 1, Jaylen Brown. The man still fumbling the ball, y'all. The man still turned the ball over. I mean, the man led the whole team in turnovers by far. He had 5 yesterday. Like, come on. In a blowout win. So Jaylen Brown is still turning the ball over. Number 2, we know Derek White had a good series. We know at one point Porzingis is going to play well if he comes back, right? We know Jaylen Brown's going to play well. But when those guys don't play well, what will Jason Tatum do? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for when the team doesn't play well, the team is not good enough to win this game. We need Tatum to get us this dub. What's going to happen? So I'm still looking at that. But last thing I want to talk about. Oh, my goodness. Come on now. I know they both wearing green, but dang. But look, I do want to talk about this, right? I thought this was funny, but it's also true. Derek White went crazy. All right, Derrick White. The last 2 games he went, he was different. All right, I want to bring this up real quick. Derrick White, right, in the playoffs, with hair, 10 points a game, 1.5, 3 points, 40, 46, 39, 3 shooting splits. With a bald head, shout out to the bald head guys, 22.5 points, 4 3 points made, 58, 48, 90% shooting splits. He's balling. But look, anyway. But my whole thing is, but I want to show that stat, but the stat we want to pay attention to the bottom half, obviously. He didn't have like a full good series because Jaylen Brown was the leading scorer. He also averaged 22. But this shows you what kind of team the Celtics have. Tatum was the 3rd leading scorer on this team. He didn't have to put on the cape at all. He didn't have to like be Superman and that stuff. But he had teammates. They have a team outside of Tatum that they can just breeze through the East and maybe get to the finals. And honestly, breeze to that because they might play Nuggets. But I still am concerned about Jason Tatum when these guys like Derrick White, when these guys like Jaylen Brown don't perform.
You guys have a legitimate shot. I think we believe. It's everybody else that don't. If I got to hear one more praise about Boston on national TV when we win a game, I'm tired of hearing that, man. It's 1-1. We're going to go up 2-1. See y'all later, bro. Appreciate you, brother.
Stop the cap.
Oh, my, come on, bro. Who did this? Who did this, bro? Stop it. Go ahead. Who next? Go ahead.
Magnificent at the Heat game.
Who next? Go ahead. I'm done. Go ahead.
Hey, Carl. It's 7 o'clock, man. I almost actually said a Thugnificent quote, man. Oh man, homies over yo.
Who the producers, man? Who the producers?
That's not Thugnificent, bro.
I know. That's oh yeah. Nah, they should have never gave Joe too much time, man. Look, they should have never gave Joe too much time. And that's exactly what the Celtics did too. They should have never gave Derrick White that much time because he is balding. I like that stat you put up there, and I like to play on words too. Think about this though. 5 years. I want to say 6 because out of one of those years they actually didn't play. But from 2020, 2022, 2023, and 2024, these teams have always met in the playoffs. And a few of those was in the Eastern Conference Finals. Miami won 1, Boston won 1. Miami won 1, Boston won 1. And now they finally said, you know what? We're going to try to get one and actually make it to the championship. The last time the Heat have been put out the first round in the playoffs, they lost to the Bucks. The Bucks went and won the finals. I'm just saying, it's just something about getting over that hump. However, Jimmy Butler was on that team. Jimmy Butler didn't play this time, so maybe we got to see what Jason Tatum balance is in the playoffs. Because I'm with you, Joe. This team here, they can score. They can get scoring from anybody. They can get defense from at least 2 or 3 of these players because you know they got the best player from the Bucks, Drew Holiday. That inside joke is never going to stop. But it will come a time where they need Tatum to actually go off because Jaylen Brown may not have that good game. Derrick White may not have that good game. Porzingis, we don't know when he's coming back from the injury. Or who says when he comes back he doesn't get hurt again. So will he be able to step it up in that moment? We'll see. But as of now, they finally got over that mental block. They needed to get Miami out the way. That's why they said it. We knew we was going to play Miami. What if you didn't know? What do you mean by that? So now you got lucky. You got past Butler. And I'm only saying lucky for the Miami Heat fans that haven't tuned in yet. But this is the time. Boston. Next round, it's time to step it up. Carl?
All right. So my reaction to my reaction to the Celtics beating the Heat without Jimmy, without Rozier, is they just did what they were supposed to do and handle business. Now I would have preferred a sweep, but it's hard to beat a team when they make the most threes in franchise. What was it? Franchise history game too? 23 or 43. It's kind of hard to beat a team when they shooting like that from 3. So I'll excuse that game because it was something, in my opinion, where the Celtics, it's hard to beat. So I'll take the 4-1 in dominant fashion as they did, won by blowout fashion in all 4 wins. So there's nothing really to talk about here. Tatum, I just felt like he was like, all right, I'll let the game come to me. I don't have to be super aggressive like Joe said. He didn't have to put the cape on. You had Derrick White scoring 15 points in the first quarter last night. You had Derrick White was scoring, 12, 13 points in the first half. Game 4 ended with 38. He didn't have to put the cape on. I would like to see what Tatum would do in situations, but this is not a test for Tatum. Even if Tatum were to go crazy in this series, it's like, okay, he did it against something he's supposed to do. The test is down the line. The test would be the winner of Orlando Cavs, possibly, depending on how the Celtics handle that series. Ultimately, I think the test is the Eastern Conference Finals, whoever they play against there. That's where Tatum will be tested most before a possible finals appearance. Mm-hmm. But I'm nothing really to talk about too much. Miami, they tried their best without Jimmy, without Terry, game 5 without Jaime. If you want to talk about anything, like I told Dave in the chat, I don't want to hear nothing about Tyler Hero no more. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear about it. They was trying to say he's on I think he said he was saying that he's on the level of like players like Trae Young a couple years back. No, you're not, bro. Sorry. Game 4, game 5, your team needed you, and you came out and shot brick after brick. I'm so sorry. Bam, I actually got to give Bam props. I know a couple games, 1, 2, felt like he wasn't being super aggressive, but down the line, he was definitely being aggressive, especially games 4 and 5. Felt like Bam tried his best. They just overmatched. There's nothing really Bam could have did in that situation. He did what he was supposed to do. Other guys like Tyler just didn't have it. But yeah, there's nothing really to talk about here. Celtics handle business and they move on.
Yeah, Bam took 26 shots that last game. But like I said last episode, Bam proves to us that he's just an all-star. You know what I mean? Like he can't be the best player on a contender. He can't do that. He's a good piece to the puzzle. And Tyler Hero, what you just said, right? Piece. No, it's a great piece. I wish we had Bam. You know, him and Foster went to Kentucky together. I'm just saying. But anyways, bring the band back together, Malik Monk. We see what Villanova them doing in New York. we could bring Kentucky to Sacramento. But my whole thing is this: what you just said, Carl, with Tyler Hero. Now that's what I'm gonna say is that these guys, right, 3rd, 4th options, they try to compare themselves to like number 1 options. Tyler Hero said something in the press conference. It's the first time, you know, I've been treated like basically they try to get him out the game. Like they was face guarding him, they was doubling him. He never had to deal with that. You know, like when people think it's sweet, like when people try to say the 3rd option is better than the 1st option, like bro, they are playing 2 different games. Let's start there. All right, like let me think. What Cade is, I'm gonna bring you in there. What Cade is doing, right, is a lot different from what I can't even think of nobody right now. Jordan Poole.
There you go. I was gonna say you can. I said you could have used Jordan Poole. Coming off the bench is different than starting. Look at
don't worry about the Pistons, bro.
I let the people know what team like. But but that good what I'm saying. Like you have a 3rd option. Like for example, in the chat, we had it was a debate about Jamal Murray and Devin Booker, right? Now, I get where Jamal is coming from, but Jamal Murray never had to face the same coverages that Devin Booker had to face. Not right now because he has Kevin Durant. But Devin Booker has been the best player on his team for years, and the coverages that he has to take are different from with Jamal Murray because Jamal Murray is playing with Jokic. Jokic is the main focal point on the defensive board. So, Tyler Hero, reality just kicked in.
Hey, and that's the thing I was trying to explain because remember a couple years ago, I don't know if y'all remember in the chat when I brought this up, and like, yeah, Tyler Hero is not on that level. I can't really explain it, but I'm not really that high on Tyler Hero like most guys. You basically explained it just now. Like, I know I got some pushback from some guys, but yeah. That's what I was basically saying about Hero a couple years ago.
And it was a comparison. Who's better? Him, Maxey, or who's the 3rd person? Him, Maxey, and I can't think of the 3rd person. Jay gonna help me in the comments though. It was him, Maxey, and the 3rd person, and Maxey was last.
Wow.
Yeah, it was last. Jordan Poole. I think it was Jordan Poole.
It might have been. It might have been.
I think it was Jordan Poole.
All right, let me chill.
Jordan Poole at that time before the punch, it was an argument. Now
I was a bad Michigan. Don't worry about it.
Hey, I'm with you on the Michigan wave, Carl. I'm sorry. At this point, Mozzie done got me to convert over. I'm with you.
Let's go.
Hey, at first it was just Brandon Graham, but now it's the whole school. I don't care.
Let's go.
All right. Let's get to these shows. Jam will go and mind me in the comments though, because he the one that brought it up to me. All right, let's get to these shows, man. All right. Snap. My bad. Let's get the shows up. All right, so look, y'all, this is a network. Refuse to Lose Sports is not just a show, it's a network. We have a network of shows, plethora of shows under the network. First, BWT, Baseball with Teddy. All your baseball content goes through Baseball with Teddy. He will be going live tonight at 9:30 p.m. I think Carl's on the episode, right?
Yeah. We talking about the Tigers and Yankees. They play tomorrow series.
Tigers and the Yankees. Tigers are a good defensive team, low-scoring games all the time. And Yankees, They high flying right now. they looking good. So we gonna see.
You might want to tune in. They ain't been too high flying.
Okay. You know what? Y'all should do that every time they lose. But yeah, so all your baseball content goes to BWT. We got FFC, Fantasy Football with Coach Coombs. I know we saying fantasy football, but this is straight NFL talk. He's talking about the draft, talking about the free agency, all that good stuff. So make sure you tune in to FFC, right, with all your football content with Coach Coombs. CTC, as y'all can see on the bottom, we have Carl. Carl's here in the flesh with us, right? Carl talking college. He's a college guru. He gives you all the college content. Obviously, college football and Mavs season is like in the all seasons right now. But he will be doing the episode I was talking about South Carolina, right? Soon, right?
No, that already happened. So I got to get in touch with Ace because it was supposed to be Tuesday, but he ain't had no voice. We were supposed to go over our ACC. Well, you know the ACC preview show we did. We were supposed to go over our picks, see how we did, stuff like that. But he had no voice. So we're aiming for tomorrow. I got to get in contact with him, see if we got his voice back, and see if we can do the show tomorrow.
Yes, sir. I'm tripping. You definitely did South Carolina and you did MSU. So make sure you check out those 2 episodes too. All right. And Carl still be supposed to talk about the coaching carousels, right? You know,
I got a whiteboard. I got all my shows mapped out.
Let's get it, y'all. And he did an NFL drive. So make sure y'all go check that episode. We also got Kings Talk with Joe Jordan all season also. If you're a Sacramento Kings fan or just an NBA fan, make sure you subscribe and tune into that. Dave's Doghouse. This is a show that goes over lowlights and highlights of anybody in the sports world. He will be having an episode coming out Saturday at 12 noon. So make sure y'all go check that out. We have RBO, Real Ballers Only with Vaughn. It's an NBA only show. Stay tuned for that. He just did an episode 2 days ago. So make sure y'all go check that out. But he will be doing episodes throughout this whole playoff run. And last but not least, we have In the Red Corner. All your boxing content goes to In the Red Corner. We have a big fight coming up this weekend. Canelo Alvarez is fighting on Cinco de Mayo. Not, this Saturday, basically, for Cinco de Mayo. So make sure y'all go tune into In the Red Corner. All the shows, links are in the description section, so you can check them out, follow their journey. Back to you, Tomo.
Hey, baby, man, you got to relax, man. Relax, man. We understand where you're coming from, man, but that's how the Clippers feel about James Harden in Game 5. Joe, you came on the show. Oh, first thing, let's address it. J-Mo definitely, he fixed it. It was Maxey, Poole, Hero, and Desmond Bain.
Wow. And Max was last.
I know Desmond Bain, my guy.
Good. Yeah, you called it too before you did. You called him too. But Maxey looking like, what is that?
Hey, that's my guy too.
This is his moment. This is where you earn the big bucks and you get your name out there in the playoff games. Not like the Wizards. So James Harden, let's talk about it. Game 5. Joe, you came on here, I think the last episode, and you said it's something about Game 5 and James Harden because he was balling. He always balls up until Game 5. You say Game 5 against Houston. I mean, when he was in Houston, I think you say Game 5 when he was with the 76ers. I think we can say Game 5 now that he with the Clippers. It's like a repeating thing, and everybody on these sports networks is just saying all these things, and they're concerned. I'm like, why are you concerned when the pattern has been there? The subscription is ended. Try to tell y'all. Game 5, James. Mavericks are now up 3-2 after Luka said to Kyrie, man, I feel like I'm letting you down. And he balls out, drop 35 so they can win 123-93. Yo, he turned up right now. What was your reaction to that game?
I got all the time in the world to troll now.
Hey, down in Cancun, man, make sure you get your margarita. Reaction to this Game 5, Carl?
So honestly, the first half it was a lot of bricking. Good shots just being missed. To be honest, Luka played well though. I can tell. Like Luka missed a couple shots, but I can tell. Like, all right, these are good looks. He's just missing, and then eventually he'll get going. He was doing a lot though. He was grabbing boards. He was making the right play, passing the ball, being effective, being efficient. Maxey Kleber, what a shooting performance by him. Shooting, he had 3, I think, in the corner in the first half or something like that. PJ Washington missed a couple. Kyrie, I knew Kyrie was gonna have a slow night when he missed the 3 and they got the offensive rebound. He got 2 for $1 and missed them both. I'm like, oh,
yeah, he airballed the second one, I think.
Yeah, I'm like, Kyrie don't normally do that. That might be a bad sign. But to be honest, it was the Mavs was on and the Clippers was just ice cold. The only person that really had it going for the Clippers like early on was like Big Zoo. Big Zoo, his activity around the rim and everything, he had it going. Everybody else didn't really have it going. So Terrence Mann had it going too. So I got shout out Terrence Mann, he definitely had it going. But like the guys you need to have it going, like Paul George, he didn't have it going. James Harden, he didn't even look too aggressive in the first half, in my opinion. James Harden, and then Westbrook, I didn't really notice Westbrook on the floor beyond the the athleticism. I'm not taking shots. I'm just honestly giving my opinion. But to wrap it up, it just seems like the Mavericks, like I said, they just had it going, and the Clippers just could not get it going, and the Mavericks were able to extend their lead, and it led to a blowout. And the Mavs are now up 3-2, looking to close out the series at home.
Look at my fellow Dallas brother in the comments, man.
Shout out Dallas.
Man, Joe, I mean, you called it, so.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. All that happened yesterday was Luka showed me why I picked the Clippers. I mean, sorry, it didn't matter. That's my whole time. Let me start over. Man, Luka just showed me why I picked the Mavs. He just showed me. Luka, he showed me why I picked the Mavs. He showed me also why he's so much better than everybody on the court. He's by far the best player on the court. All right? 35 points, shooting 53%, 7 rebounds and assists. Only 2 turnovers, by the way. Kyrie has 0. Luka Doncic controlled that whole game, and people forgot he was hurt. He came into that game injured. It was questionable if he going to play. He played, but he controlled the pace. They played fast, but on the half court sets, he was patient. Got people easy looks. He like Carl said, he was getting good looks. He wasn't forcing nothing really. Everything he did was like it was like I wasn't mad. So shout out to Luka Doncic. Now, Carl, I know you said Kyrie had a slow night. I love the night Kyrie had on the court. Love the night he had. I mean, he only had 14, but his energy, tenacity, his aggression on offense, man, defensively, he was a pest. On James Harden, he was a pest all night on James Harden. Like, whoever he was guarding, Kyrie wanted to win that game. And he had timely buckets. Two buckets I'm gonna bring up that. I should have had a clip for this. One bucket, he got a steal. We also this one. He got a steal. Threw it behind it. He got a steal. I think Norman Powell's all up on him. He throws it behind his back. While Norman Powell's on him, no ball's on his left side. He throws behind his back and then laid it up with the left and one. That was a big bucket because right before that, he missed those 2 jumpers. I think he said. Something happened. I think he missed those 2 threes, and then he got called for a foul. I think he got called for a foul, and then after he got called for a foul, he got the steal, and then laid it up and one. He's turned up. The second bucket was the bucket that that's what Ty Lue did. In the fourth quarter, with like 7 minutes left, Kyrie hit a 3, timeout. Next thing I know, PG on the bench, James Harden on the bench, Terrence Mann on the bench. Like everybody's on the bench after that, right? So shout out to him. So the Clippers try to make a run. He tried to make a run. I mean, they tried to make a run, but what killed them was at the end of the second quarter. End of the second quarter, Josh Green hit that and 1 3 in the quarter. That just killed the whole building. I think he hit that 3 in the corner. Kevo, my man Kevo. That 3-point in the corner, he got fouled. That was a momentum killer. They was making a run at the end of the quarter, and then he hit that 3 in the corner. I was like, dang, it's over after that. James Harden. Start off playing with, look, I give him praise, right? Averaging 26 points a game, 7 assists, 54, 50, 91, 50, 59. Doing good. Looking like Derek White there, right? But he got the hair. So eventually he's going to go back to his way, right?
Whoa, brother. Whoa. Now, you got too much dip on your chip.
James Harden. He started off the game playing the right way, y'all. First half, he was 2 for 9, right? First half, he didn't shoot well, but he wasn't super aggressive, but he showed some aggression. When he got the ball, he penetrated, passed it, tried to score. He was a little aggressive. In the second half, he disappeared. He took 3 shots the whole second half, and all 3 of them were 3, so he settled every time. I didn't even realize he was playing second half. And what killed the last time I say, what killed them, y'all, you mentioned it, Carl. Who was the one you said that was the only one had going?
Zoo. Big Zoo, yeah.
They went away from him. Zubox, right? His last shot he took, he missed it. The score was 48-44. They subbed him out at 2:49 left in the second half. It was 48-44. At halftime, it was 56-46. Right? Then the third quarter, he takes one shot, which was a tip-in. Like, it was not even, he didn't get the ball. It was a putback. When he got that putback in the third quarter, the score was 56-48. He got subbed out with 4:44 left. Without taking the shot, the score was 73-50. It was over. They went away from what was working. They kept going to Paul George. Paul George was clank, 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 clank. Come on, bro. Zubac, no business going for Zubac. He was 4 for 4 in the first quarter. Like he was shooting great, but they weren't going to him. So Tyloo, that's on you. So go ahead, Tombo.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
all I'm gonna say, man. That's all I'm gonna say. 80% cat. No, I'm gonna say 75. I'm gonna say 75, man. 75% Cavs fan, man. Mavs fan checking in. See, when I don't say Dallas, I mess up. Luka, one leg, just did everything that he needed to do. Kyrie, of course, I mean, to have one of these games, it was about time because I mean his battery was probably burnt out. I mean, he still was energetic. He didn't act like Paul George and them when they were missing shots, because they were just no energy was there, none at all, none whatsoever. So let's talk about this. Game 4, Paul George and James Harden, right, combined 66 points, 11 for 15 from 3, and 15 assists. When the 11 for what? 11 for 15 from 3-point. When the threes is falling, they can run with the best of them. I mean, even though Kawhi was slowing them down just a little bit. But game 5, 22 points, 13 with 11 assists. It just wasn't there for him. And the spark that come off the bench, which is Russell Westbrook, I mean, he's not going to give you too much as far as scoring, but he's supposed to at least give you some type of energy, some momentum there. Luka wanted this game from the beginning. I told y'all in the beginning, look, clank. The Lakers know all about clanks. Ain't that right, Carl? I got to get y'all Lakers, man. I know Bibby over there telling some time. All right, now that's enough, you wizard. Told you.
He knew he was going to say something smart.
Oh, man. But Westbrook only got you 6 points. James Harden with the 7. Can they bounce back? I don't really see too much from it. Another thing I want to point out is J-Mo came on here, I think, before the series. And he said, if the Clippers don't find a way to win this one, we need to start talking about Tyloo as a coach. This is one time where I feel bad for the coach. Because it's kind of like you already know what's bound to happen with this team when it comes to the playoffs. Playoff P is going to show up at some point. Game 5, James Harden showed up. Kawhi Leonard's going to get hurt. Russ is Russ. Your bench is your bench. But Zubac has been the shining light throughout this series because when the Mavericks need any type of momentum, Zubac can get a rebound and put it right back up and then start scoring. So the Clippers, Daniel Gafford has nothing for Zubac, and it's always been that way. Zubac is the piece that they need to run the offense through and then start hitting threes, work your way from the inside out, because he's just a monster in the paint. When Tyloo wakes up and realizes that, I think they have a chance to probably win the next game. But then again, who's to say Luka don't go for 20, give you 20 and 10, and then Kyrie give you 30, and now the series is over.
I'm glad y'all brought it up after I talked about it because I felt like Zubac don't get the respect he deserves on the Clippers. Game 1, he had 20 and 15.
Yeah.
When they go to Zubac, the Clippers' offense is more efficient. And then it just seems like Joe said, they just go away from him. It's like, all right, you got your little 10, 12 points in the first half. Now, all right, you satisfied. We'll play our ball now. No, keep going to him. I don't know why they don't feed Zubac. I really don't. I think every first half, I might be off, but he's been close to like 10 points in the first half.
Nah, you're right, bro.
Like every game.
We need to find the stats of his first half stats.
Yeah. And then, they just don't go to him. I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get it. So, if anything, I'm going to shout you out, Zubac. You playing a great series. They just not going to you for whatever reason. But I had another train of thought, and I lost it amidst the Wayne King and 50% on the passer. That's funny.
Hey, you put the wings a piece of the Cancun. Enjoy.
Yeah, just not Wingstop. But yeah, man.
Unless they want to sponsor the network. Hold on. Wait. We got to clean this one up. Because if they want to sponsor the network,
I like
eat a chicken sandwich.
And man, and see, I'm cool with the chicken sandwich. I'm cool with that. But yeah, thank you. Thank you, J-Mo. It's kind of similar what they do with Valanciunas. Valanciunas will have a hot start, like what was it, game 3, where he had like 11 of the first 15, and then they just go away from him. They'll bench him, don't play him, and it's like, what are you doing? I don't get it. I don't get the disrespect to the bigs. That's not, I guess, big name, big men. I don't get
why? Because that's not these people. These players are not used to that style of basketball. It goes in and goes out. Like they are used to the pick and roll offense. Like we talk about Orlando Magic. Chill, Tomo. Orlando Magic, right? Well, Orlando Magic. What we say about Orlando Magic? All they do is set screens. When they got the mismatch, they will still call the pick. Like, bro, like it's like second nature, like to call the pick and roll all day. I'm like, bro, throw in the post. If you guys do back, throw in the post. And I also want to bring this up too, y'all. All right. Kev and Blaze had a conversation about this in the chat, and Blaze said, y'all lived and died by the 3. I'm like, I think y'all do. I think the Clippers do.
Did you just see the stat?
62% from 3, game one, they won. 50% from 3, the second game they won. Every game they lost, they shot under 30%, including yesterday. 25%, I think, 24% yesterday. And the Mavs shooting a steady mid-30 to 40%. Like, when they win. It's not like they going crazy from 3 when they win. They just, it's been a defensive battle. It's just when the Clippers been bad, they've been bad. And then that's why I said to think that they look better without Kawhi, it seemed like that when they're making their threes. Yes. I mean, like, everybody looks good when the threes are going in. But how they look yesterday? They look like they needed Kawhi, right? It looked like they needed Kawhi. And then when Kawhi was on the court, Kawhi wasn't healthy. But they needed healthy Kawhi. But speaking of Kawhi, I got a question for y'all.
That was my thought.
Go ahead.
Somebody brought up we need to talk about Ty Lue if they lose. No, we need to talk about Kawhi if they lose. Because that was the reason why I picked the Mavs. Because I knew he was going to get hurt somewhere down the line, and he was not going to play, and I was going to pick the Mavs to win the series. That's exactly why I picked the Mavs.
I think it was last year when we came on here and we said something about the Clippers. And
you got to stop moving your hand. You can move your hand. It's not focusing. Yeah. Now you moved it back.
Now we...
Is it time to move on from Kawhi? They lose game 6.
Yeah, that was my thought. I can't remember until you said Kawhi, and I'm like, that's what I meant to talk about.
But that makes sense because I think it was last year when Joe was high on the Clippers, and I was just like, he gonna get hurt, Joe. He gonna get hurt. And it was literally game 2?
Game 1. He played. He scored 38 game 1 and didn't play the rest of the series.
Come on the show. When after game 1, I came out. I told you like Joe. You like Joe.
He's not about to finish the series.
That's
they played the Suns, right?
Yeah, you called it. Tomo said it before the series. They won game 1. I came more excited, and he told me, Joe, he's not gonna finish, bro. He ain't come back after that. Oh my dang, you do something. It's that sort.
He said deuces at the job 38.
That's it. It's all I got for you. Y'all better find a way to make it happen. I'm out.
That was hilarious. You called. It's funny. I recently watched that episode. That's how I know it clear. You definitely told me after game 1. I'm like, I told y'all. That's without Paul George. He was like, Joe, them knees, bro.
I'm telling you, man. That's why he was on your done, son. It's the playoffs.
Damn, I got some words. I wasn't saying that Ty Lue's coaching is questionable. I was saying that everybody said he's a top 3 coach. So even with Kawhi out, his team is still good to win for him to prove it. That's true.
I
said that on the show too, though. No, I agree with him.
Harden, dog. Whenever you put your money on James Harden, like, come on, man. Like, yeah. Ty Lue need to get out. Either you take the criticism or you get the heck out of here. One of the two.
Or you stick around long enough to get an FX series. I mean,
but chill out, bro.
I think they should move on for Kawhi if they lose. Because he's due for an extension.
I think they need to clean house, honestly.
Yeah, they need to move off Kawhi, bro.
I don't know if I'm doing that.
Look, I don't want to come across like I'm saying he's doing it on purpose. The timing is I'm about to say something. The timing is so bad. The man never played 60 games with the Clippers.
I was about to say that.
You get to the playoffs, you win game 1 and you don't play the rest? Come on, bro. Then the next year, you need 65 games to play. He plays 67 and don't play the rest of the season. And then look at him, he hurt again. Like, bro, how coincidentally is that he plays literally Enough game. You can't stop at 65, bro. It's too hot. Stop at 67.
Yeah, he plays
68. 68. Then, like, come on, we talking about AD. Look at him.
Yeah, I mean, I know a team with if you just want to play 67 games, you can come to DC.
Detroit.
Hey, look.
Detroit.
We just want to make the playoffs, bro. I just want to make the playoffs again. That's all.
Hey, I'm cool with it. Hey, play a little 68. Shut it down.
Oh my God, too, but this is ridiculous. We need that too, Tomo Dave. Dr. Marcus Cousins. This is ridiculous.
Nah,
this is ridiculous.
for real.
Ridiculous.
This is what y'all see what's going on here.
All right, man. Let's get to these IG chats, man.
Yeah, I know we about to move on to the chats, and I know we about to do that right quick. But this league is really shifting to the youngins now, because all about that era is like, all right, is KD going to another team again? Is Devin Booker going to stay? Is LeBron going to stay? There's just so many questions going around. Is Klay Thompson going to go somewhere else? Is the big three done in Golden State? We talking about Kawhi Leonard needs to be shipped off again. Is he going back to Toronto? It's a lot going on, man.
Man, the last one standing is your twin, Tomo. Kyrie.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Jamie, I'm cool with the plan. I'm cool with that. Hey, give me the plan.
Nah, man. Nah. Kawhi.
The Wizards so bad. The other day I started contemplating, like, do we like get Ben Simmons one more year just so we can tank? Just so we could be bad next year and get some
y'all picked the wrong year to tank, dog. Like, I don't get it, man.
But the Knicks got our first round top 10 protected pick in 2025.
Oh,
so we gotta figure something out.
You gotta keep that top 10 protected. Yeah, keep that. All right, I know you need to be rooting against the Suns going forward. Come on, picture I got from the Suns.
Hey, Bill about to get traded again, but that's another story for another day.
If he wants to.
If he never got a no trade clause, and y'all got that contract off of him, y'all smart for that. Phoenix,
they called this dumb.
Son.
Man, they called this dumb for a while, but I was like, you'll see.
Nah, Phoenix looking like a joke now. All right, y'all. Look, man, this conversation is going to continue after the show. In the IG chats, we got IG chats for almost every sport, y'all. Every sport. We got an IG chat for NBA, NFL, baseball, college football, shout out to CTC, college basketball, shout out to CTC, boxing, WNBA, UFC, hockey, football, and we even got a parlay chat and a VIP chat for the R2L members, right? Now, in these chats, you get the latest news and updates as far as trades, free agencies, anything, baby shower, people having a kid, people, having domestic violence, DUIs, anything sports related compared to that sports person is going to get put in the chat. And also, we have a lot of debates, y'all, a lot of back and forth. A lot of these conversations you hear on the show starts in the chat. So you want to be a part of these conversations. And like I said, the conversation continues after the show. Trust me, say something crazy. Soon as you get off the show, it's going to be a long message for you with a lot of mentions. All right. But to be in these chats, obviously, you got to become a member. It says on the screen. And my boy Tomo is going to show y'all and tell y'all how y'all can become members.
Yeah, Joe. No, we got the three. We got the 3 tiers. We got the pro level, all-star, superstar. What? You understand? It's the song playing in your head now. Yep, gotcha. Pro level for $2.99 a month. You get loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and live chats. You get priority comments. If you've been watching the show, you see the loyalty badges up there. Hey, stream y'all. I know y'all tapped in. I know y'all listening. Can we get the same quality that the YouTubers get? Like, I just want to see the badges too. They might have been 3-month members, 6-month members. The loyalty badges change the longer you've been a member. So I'm just saying, pro level for $2.99, but you get to join one sports chat. So all the chats that were on the slide before and that Joe told you about, you get to join one of them. If you want to bump that up and you want to become an all-star, you want to play a little bit like my man Bam. You just want to be an all-star. You want to be a member of something. For $4.99 a month, you get the member-only videos. You get to join multiple chats. You get to request a topic or segment nominee, and that's for all of the shows on the network. Some of the segments that we have on Refuse to Lose, we got Your Done Son, National Average Top 5, and we give you a little sample of Dave's Doghouse. But you got to check out the long, extended episode, No Diddy, of Dave's Doghouse. Somebody going to try to clip me up. And you also get the same perks from the pro level. But if you want to be like, can I say this name? Yeah, he's a superstar. LeBron James, or you want to be like
LeBron James.
There we go. I was waiting for the producer to hit the button. For $9.99 a month, you get the same perks from the All-Star and the Pro level, but you get to join the R2L chat. That's the VIP chat. That's the only chat that's exclusively on Instagram and X or Twitter, whichever one you decide to call it. That's the only one. We also have a parlay chat where, again, you can get your money back. And the parlay chats, they bet on everything. I've seen some tickets go in for table tennis. I don't understand how y'all bet on table tennis, but I've seen it. I've seen the tickets go in. I've seen the baseball. I've seen soccer, probably FS1. If you think about it, we have a parlay chat, but we have chats for every sport. So which way to get the inside details on how you about to bet and cook up your parlay, then drop the $9.99, be a superstar, whip up a ticket, submit FanDuel, I would say MMG. No, MGM. Drake don't kill us. MGM, and then boom, get your money back. Awards and plaques goes out to all of those who joined the actual episode, because you get to be a guest on any of the networks shows.
Yes, sir.
So again, you can go on CTC and tell Carl why you need to like Michigan. He gonna tell you crazy, but it'll be a good episode.
But they won.
That might be your last episode, honestly. If you go on there trying to get Carl to like Michigan, but
I'll just bring up the fact that they're facing suspensions.
I'm just glad we got that cornerback out of there.
He went to Michigan, so you already know what's gonna happen. Nah, he a dog. And you get awards and plaques based upon the episode you want. So if that's one of the highest rated episodes, you can get an award or plaque for it. Trust me, you want to be a member, you want to be a guest, you want to be a member, and you also want to get a shout out, because we only shout out our superstars. Shout out to everybody that is a member on all three tiers. But if you want the end show shout out, you gotta become a superstar. So shout out to Worm, Joe, Dave, myself, Cardo, Coach, Vaughn, Lamar. We got one more person over there, Joe.
Giovanni.
Yeah, welcome Giovanni to the superstar list. I think that's the all Miami guy.
Yes, sir.
The Hurricanes, the Marlins, the Heat. I don't know, man. It's gonna be rough. You said y'all was gonna try to fight back, but that was an uphill battle you had, man. Welcome to the chats, man.
Let's get it.
It's NBA playoffs. It's just like the NFL playoffs. Like, there's so much to talk about, but we got this one right here. I think this one started a real battle. We had an LA fan to jump over to the Minnesota Timberwolves. I understand why he left, but he was really fighting. So we got to talk about Joker's biggest riddle. Predictions: Timberwolves versus Nuggets. This is tough, because you see RBO Vaughn told us about Rudy Gobert and Cat and how that actually worked out, because I remember when they made the trade, everybody was like, what are they doing? Why would they do that?
Dave, especially.
Me too. I'm there. That's what I end up.
They went crazy.
And now it's like, it's actually working. You know, they got Cat at the 4, Ant just doing all type of wild stuff on the court outside of dunking on people. Like, he having the time of his life. Some people are saying, man, we don't really like that. It seemed like he front running. We got to see him when he lose. I think he may keep that same energy. It's going to be I'd rather have seen this one in the Western Conference Finals than right now, because this may be one of the best matchups in the playoffs right now. Because what is Joker going to do when he got to guard 2 of these 7-footers versus just being 1? What is Ant going to do? Is he going to be on Jamal Murray when he try to hit one of those buzzer beaters? I mean, a lot of people say the Suns got Kevin Durant, but they got Jaden McDaniels. Like, it's a lot going on right now. And I say all that to say this: you can't go against what you know. And that show, I do a show with Joe, but I'm picking the Nuggets in 7. I got the series going 7 games, but I think Denver finds a way to pull it off. Carl?
No. Nuggets in 6. Nuggets in 6.
Like a signing day.
Y'all know where I'm going. Nuggets in 6. Big Yoke. He had to handle business in LA. No, all seriously, no. I think it's gonna be a really good series. I do have Nuggets in 6. I do think the Timberwolves are better than last year. I think the experience of playing in the playoffs last year with Gobert, Cat, and I think that's going to bode well against the Nuggets. But I just think the Nuggets system with Jokic, with Jamal Murray, how he elevates his game in the playoffs, how he's just so clutch. He closes games out. Jokic can close games out. It's better to have. I mean, it's good when you have two options that can close games out. With Minnesota, the only closer they really have is Ant. So it's different there. I do like the Nas Reed. I was telling I was in the chat talking with AJ. I do think Nas Reed might be tricky. I think they do go Aaron Gordon or Nas Reed. Now, I think Jaden McDaniels, I don't know where you put him because you could put him on Jamal Murray, but Ant-Man is also a great defender as well. You can put Ant-Man on Jamal Murray. You could put Jaden McDaniels maybe on MPJ. It would have that length affect his shot, run him off the three-point line, things like that. It's tough, but the Timberwolves do have multiple defenders. I just like the Nuggets. Like I said, I like the offense. MPJ has been playing well. What he averaged, like 20-something against the Lakers that series. Aaron Gordon, he's active. He's on the glass. He'd be in a dunker spot. His activity is huge. Peyton Watson on the defensive end for the Nuggets has been huge, blocking shots. He's a really good shot blocker. And then Christian Braun is like a wild card. You never know what you're going to get from him. He'll get a key rebound. He'll get a key bucket, key steal. He just always make key plays and timely moments while on the floor. So I'll take the Nuggets in 6 championship experience. Nuggets in 6.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the Nuggets in 6 too. Now look, I know we are excited about Timberwolves. And I did pick the Suns, which, hindsight is always 20/20. And the thing is, the Timberwolves, when you look at it from a distance, the Suns don't match up well with them. I mean, who they got over there to guard Anthony Edwards? Nobody. And that's what happened. Whenever the game was nick and tuck, Anthony Edwards went on these runs when he was making these tough shots because nobody could stay in front of them. And 40% of their misses, the Timberwolves, they got the offensive rebound. like, bro, they dominated the boards against the Suns. That's crazy, right? But what got them, like Anthony Edwards' tough shot making ability in that series, got them over the hump, in my opinion. Now we look at the Nuggets. The Nuggets is a whole different matchup. Totally different matchup. Number one, they got size just like you. I mean, they got Aaron Gordon, they got Michael Porter Jr., and they got Jokic in their front line. They got size also. Not like the Timberwolves, but they got some size. Number two, the cohesiveness with the Nuggets is night and day with the cohesiveness with the Suns. The Nuggets, like you said, Aaron Gordon constantly moving. He's in the dunker spot. He's in the three-point line. He's just not. KCP constantly moving. MPJ constantly moving. Jamal Murray constantly moving. Jokic constantly got his eyes open. So this series is going to test the discipline of the Minnesota Timberwolves defense. Yes, they have a great defense, but this is going to be a big test for them in the 7-game series. And number 3, y'all, let's keep it 100. Well, first, I think the Timberwolves got the deeper team. They got a deeper team, in my opinion, than the Nuggets. But the Nuggets have the better team, in my opinion. All right, and on top of that, they have the best player in the world. So why would I pick Minnesota? Like, do I really think Ant is going to outplay Jokic in the series? No. Jokic is the type of player. What do you need me to do? You need me to get 25 and 20? I can do that. You need me to get 35, 8 and 8? No. You know what? I'll give you 10 and 10 instead. I got to get a triple double. What do you need me to do? You need me to get 19 and 20? You need me to do that? Whatever you need me to do, I can do it. So I'm going with the Nuggets in 6. And this is going to elevate Jokic another level, right? Because think about it, y'all. Look at that Miami Heat series. Eric Spoelstra, great coach, right? Do y'all realize they kind of eliminated everybody except for Jamal Murray and Jokic? Like, Jamal Murray and Jokic had to play outstanding for them to beat Miami. That's how Jokic is. Like, whatever defense you put at him, he's going to figure that thing out and going to get the job done. So I got the Nuggets in 6. It's going to be a hard-fought series, but Minnesota, maybe next year.
Hey, I'm with the Nuggets. Y'all know me, man. What Joe put in there? Regular form sale, business. Form sale Nuggets. You can't, and that's me.
Someone calling the playoffs.
Okay. Regular form. Ty's my son winning at 5. Come on, bro. You disrespecting Jokic.
Ty's definitely tripping.
He just excited because the Pacers is up right now.
What's the score?
61-54. Third quarter. It's like 10 minutes left in the third.
That's a lot of game left. There's a lot of game left.
It's a lot.
Yes. Game time.
Hey, hopefully, because I mean, I didn't think he should play, but we're not talking about that right now. But
I picked the Pacers to win though, so
I picked the Pacers to win the series too. I know what I said in the offseason. I told y'all that went out the window when Doc was hired. But yeah, I'm in agreement with Joe. I think a lot of people are. I know Joe said that the Timberwolves are more deep, but the playoffs aren't about depth. Most playoffs are eight deep. So depth isn't really the issue here. The Nuggets won a championship last year going like 8 deep. The only thing they really did now was kind of swap out Bruce Brown with Peyton Watson. Christian Braun was part of the depth last year, the 8 deep last year. Well, and Reggie Jackson, I can't remember who Reggie Jackson. I guess
Reggie Jackson was there last year. He was there last year.
But he didn't really play. It was Bruce Brown, Chris Brown, and I think Jeff Green was a part of the 8-man rotation.
Jeff Green wasn't there.
This year is now Peyton Watson, Christian Brown, and Reggie Jackson. So they still 8 deep. Mike Malone's a great coach. And that system, I think, is night and day different than the Suns. So the Timberwolves are definitely going to have a challenge.
I can see Mike Malone doing the same thing that Spo did to the Nuggets. Like, all right, let's make it so that only Ant or Cat has to score all the points, and what is everybody else going to do?
And Nuggets are a better defensive team from last year, too. I'll put that out, too. They were a top 10 defense this year.
We going to see.
They were 15 last year, so.
Timberwolves at 5, that's a stretch.
Timberwolves at 5,
that's going to shake up a lot. That's going to shake up a lot.
So when Timberwolves lose game 1, they got to win 4 straight after that? Okay.
Oh, Joe, hold on now.
What the time?
No.
I mean, no, I'm talking about Joe was like, they lose game 1. Game 1 is the one they need. That's the one you want to win.
Yeah, that's how you. That's like the easiest win for the road team is game 1.
Yeah,
you know. And okay, that's it. Last words, right? Last words. Two things I want to say. I want to talk about your team real quick, Tomo. I said it in the chat, but I want to say it on the airways real quick. I'm glad y'all fired your GM, bro. The 1 year, everybody in the world knew Wemby was about to be a rookie. We knew Wemby was coming to the NBA. And what did your GM do the year leading up to that draft?
Make the play in.
Brings in Kyle Kuzma and Kristaps Porzingis? So you telling me you got an average team expecting to do something big?
They had Spencer Dinwiddie too. Don't forget.
I forgot about the Dinwiddie. That was a big move too. Everybody's talking about that. Chip. Yeah. Hold on, was that last year or that was the year before last?
Nah, that was last year.
Oh my God!
This NBA season not over. That was last year.
Yeah,
Spencer, Kuzma, KCP, and Bill.
Didn't it get moved halfway through the season?
Yeah, because Spencer, they wanted Spencer to actually be more of a point guard. He was scoring too many buckets. They wanted him to pass the ball more.
Yeah, I remember that. And like, we looking like okay, you got Bradley Beal, an average all-star. You have Kyle Kuzma, who's another average player. And Spencer Dinwiddie, what the heck? And then you got Kristaps Porzingis, who's always hurt. You really went and tried to rebuild a team just to be average. And when you're average, you're like no disrespect my man Cardo, the Bulls. Every year, you are in the middle of the draft. Like what's good about that? Like you in the middle of the draft. Either can we compete for a championship or can we get a low pick? You were in the middle of the draft and the Wemby stakes. Like what's wrong with them? And then this year they want to tank. Like, come on, bro. Make up your mind. Are you a saint or a lunatic? Make your mind.
Well, you can tell they lunatics.
And speaking on that, my boy Luke hates that the Bulls. He calls it purgatory. That they've been in purgatory for years. He hates it.
I'm with you. I saw the show. He mentioned that, and I'm like, he's right. Like they are stagnant. They are
Cowboys.
Man, but probably winning 12 games though.
I'm about to say y'all was a purgatory. That's different.
No, y'all are stagnant because of y'all quarterback. Sorry to do that to you.
No. It's because of the name. It's the name.
I'm about to say y'all situation is definitely different.
The Bulls are like they can't get no better, bro. It's not them. It's just that they're not. I mean, they're not falling under. They are not underachieving. They just the Bulls. It's just who they are. But DeRozan, your best player, is not going to be far. Like it's not. You know, at least nowadays.
But with the Wizards, last year, a story came out after the Spurs got the number 1 pick that the Wizards was one ping pong ball away from getting the number 1 pick.
I didn't know.
Because it's fixed. But I ain't gonna say too much.
Chill out, but I feel you though, because we was the worst record in the league and we was the 5th pick.
If y'all don't get the number 1 pick this season, Carl, I'm calling Troy Vincent.
We're not getting it. We're not getting it.
Who gonna get it then?
Probably y'all. I don't know. We was
not do that.
We was by far. That was the 5th pick.
Look, they need Wemby to get to the finals. Spurs getting that first round pick. And they're gonna trade that first round pick, get KD. First overall pick, and then they got all this money also, and they're gonna bring in somebody else. Hey, look, if you want to put a parlay in, if you got like $2, go ahead and put a parlay of the Spurs getting to the Western Conference Finals next year. Just do something like that. You'll make it.
That's a thing yet. Don't do that.
You know, if you lose only $2, but if you win being the 7-game series is gonna be tough. I'm just saying. Well, Popovich, you heard it here first. But shout out to Commanders. We looking good. Jaden Daniels next. He the future. He the future. Sacramento, Monty, you got some work to do. Shout out to the whole R2R network.
Oh, it's on me.
Yeah, go ahead, Carl.
Appreciate y'all for having me as always. I'm gonna start off with a little baseball. Take this hat off. Tigers won 4 straight series. Currently sitting at 18-13.
Right.
So shout out my boys. We're currently 3rd in the division because for some reason when we're good, the division want to turn up. Guardians are 20-10. The Royals are 19-13. Like, come on, bro. This is supposed to be out here to win the division, and now the Royals want to go from 5th to 2nd, and the Guardians will have like the best record in baseball. But play the Yankees tomorrow, so catch me live on BWT in about an hour and a half, 9:45, 10 o'clock-ish, whenever Teddy gets out of coaching and everything like that. We go over the Tigers-Yankees series coming up. MSU football is going through a purgatory. A lot of players are going in the transfer portal. So good luck to you former Spartans. Hope all is well. Hopefully you can find a school to play and, do what you do in college football. Basketball, the Big Ten is making moves, and I'm just stuck with one transfer. The transfer from Omaha, Nebraska. Now, he's a great transfer. Don't get me wrong. But I'm watching Michigan load up. I'm watching Indiana load up. I'm watching Ohio State load up. And I'm just like, Izzo, come on, bro. What are you doing? Yeah, no, I'm not saying nope. I'm not worried about y'all. We just going to beat y'all for the 7th time straight. I'm not tripping. But normally when Izzo do that, it's one of them years it's like, dang, I ain't think we would get that far. But look at what Izzo did with this team. That might be a Final Four year. Who knows? But, again, shout out for you having me on the show. Can't wait to watch the rest of these NBA playoffs.
Let's get it.
Man, my last words is, well, Zeke is back. Who said Dallas ain't do nothing in the all season? We done signed a running back. We got some draft picks. We done did so much. Jerry lived up to his promise, y'all. He went all in on the draft picks and brought Zeke back. We got a running back by committee. We rebuilding our offensive line, but he still ain't signed back Michael Parsons, who's probably going to go to the Texans because I told y'all the friendship that he's building with CJ Stroud is crazy. They out here. He out here doing quarterback moves with CJ Stroud. I ain't never seen you do that with Dak, man. Like, come on, bro. You're not even helping that. Yeah, you're not even helping the allegations about what your brother said. Like, come on, man. You got to do that at least with your quarterback one time. You defended him on the Stephen A. podcast, but that's a big feat. But I see you being more friends with CJ. You did a draft show with AJ Brown. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They went to a Philly game.
AJ Brown, dang.
You know what I'm saying? AJ Brown, one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league. It's a lot going on in the NFL. But Mystics, preseason starts. Play on Saturday. Let's see what we got going on. I know I said a lot about the Angel Reese pick. Wayne get her. She fell right there. So I want to see what we going to actually do now. Terps. Just because CTC on here. We own MSU in the football season. In the show, Joe. In the show.
Don't.
I said in that football season. I'm talking about one season.
Oh, my God.
We got y'all.
I can't say what I would normally say in response on the airways.
That's what we got the chance. All right, y'all. That's all we have for y'all today. And we'll see y'all next episode.
Go Nets. Yeah.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all at the next episode.